Hello and welcome to So You Think You Can Fanon. I'm your host, Sergio, here with my good friend Matt and my good friend Michael, also known as Equinox Doodles.
Let's go.
And today we are bringing you day 6 of Slash Week. And today...
I'm glad that I've been promoted to good friend.
Yes.
Today I have for us something that I mentioned that we were going to read maybe it was a month or two ago. A fan fiction of my own creation. We'll give it to you without the backstory. We'll do it. I'll go over the history of this thing afterwards. But Michael, would you like to start us off as the narrator?
I thought it was Matt that was going to be narrating.
Matt, sorry, yeah, Matt.
Yes, I will narrate this. Only in San Francisco too. Electric Bonerloo. Unfortunately written by REDACTED. Based on the questionably accurate hit story by Matthew REDACTED. That's a different Matt, by the way, not me.
Yeah, a less cool Matt.
Matt wishes it was written by him.
All right, so to start us off, we have a black and white monochrome color inverted image of Bruno Bucciolati from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 with the context unzips dick. It has been 4 years since the fateful day that Sam invited his boyfriend Parker over for
Are you not going to say the Kenneth?
I thought we were avoiding other parts of the name.
That's not his the last name.
Yeah, it's technically his middle name, I think. And nobody goes by your middle name.
Sam Kenneth invited his boyfriend Parker over for a hot, steamy night of hipster fingle-donging in San Francisco, California, USA, North America, planet Earth, Sol System, Milky Way observable universe. Since then, Sam broke up with Parker, and his new boyfriend had moved in with him. His name was John. John was tall and anorexic compared to Sam, who was shorter and much more thick. It was a cold San Franciscan night. Sam and John were sitting on the couch in Sam's high-rise apartment. They were watching one of their favorite anime films, The Emoji Movie. John was loudly on some Cheetos, like a fucking neckbearder eating Cheetos, who was watching The Emoji Movie.
Oh, John Kuhn. I love this movie. The humor is so intelligent. I had to binge a season of Rick and Morty just to understand it.
Author's note, you have to watch all of Rick and Morty to even come close to understanding that reference.
Sam, I don't even get why this is funny, but I love it.
You know, John, that poop emoji is making me thirsty for some anal.
Sam seductively purred, like a cat coughing on a hairball that had been dipped in sauerkraut sauce.
Sam, my ass is sore from last night. From when you fucked me raw with that Pickle Rick dildo covered in spikes.
Oh yeah, I remember when you yelled, "I'm crippled Rick!" when you came. But no, I want you to fuck my booty hole with your big, hard, solid, conical cylinder of love.
Oh.
John needed a second to get the metaphor. He never got it.
Can't we finish the movie, though? I want to see the last musical number.
The only number you need is mine.
Sam moved his hand down John's Cheeto dust-stained sweatpants and began to massage his dingly-dangly dongly ding-dong through his underwear. Or as Sam liked to call them, in his endlessly seductive voice, velvety dingle... Oh,
It's dialogue.
Yeah.
Velvety, dingly, dangly, dongly, ding-dong warmers.
Fine, Sam. We'll do it in the pooter, but you have to promise that we finish the movie afterwards.
Of course, my love.
John paused the movie and leaned over to Sam to tongue fuck his mouth like it was a pussy. Wet slopping noises began to echo through the apartment, like if you were to finger a pudding cup next to a microphone. And I'm talking about like a headset mic, not a studio mic. And by studio mic, I mean some super high quality shit, fam. We are talking thousands of fucking dollars went into that thing. John's mouth tasted of Cheetos and one singular Cool Ranch Dorito. Sam's mouth texture was like that of Mountain Dew because he was an epic fucking gamer. 1, 2, 3, gamers rise up! Sam continued to massage John's club member like a joystick. 1, 2, 3, gamers rise up!
I'll sync it in post, don't worry.
It was rock and roll solid now. John's meat stick was a heftily expanded 10 inches compared to Sam's 4-inch chode. John pulled back from Sam's mouth, which was just covered in Sam's sweet mouth slag. John took his shirt off to reveal his sexy and terribly malnourished body. Sam did the same, but his was a lot more flappy and covered in multiple man tits and curvy valleys and enough rolls to feed all of the Soviet Union. John began to massage Sam's pierced nipples, and Sam let out a moan that was comparable to a dying beached whale. And by dying whale, I mean a sperm whale, if you know what I mean. Lenny face, Lenny face, Lenny face, Lenny face, Lenny face. Note, this is like an actual sperm whale. This has been the author's note.
John, I want you to lick my sweet nips like they were Hershey Kisses, but less melty and more disgusting.
John licked Sam I Am's nipples. He savored the tangy, lead-infused metal of Sam's hammer and sickle piercings because Sam is a commie, and that's just how he rolls in this fanfic.
Author's note, don't insult anyone's political beliefs, please.
Sam moaned some more and started to stroke his Kringle pop. John moved down and started to unbuckle Sam's pants. Sam was wearing his MLG belt. 1, 2, 3, gamers rise up! Author's note, XD got from the thrift store.
Why were you wearing such gay apparel?
Because I'm gay.
Sam said like his favorite YouTuber, iDubbbz. John pulled a fast move that his favorite anime's ninjas would be proud of and quickly got Sam's Hello Kitty underwear off, then started choking Sam with his belt. Then John started slobbing on Sam's hairy mouth. The act of suffocating like someone with a plastic bag on their head thrust Sam into pure ecstasy as he was getting his knobs sucked like a vacuum cleaner at full power. And by vacuum cleaner, I mean some Kirby level shit here, man. It was intense. John was diligently slurping on Sam's Slim Jim, but he wished his love's burrito of love was bigger so he could choke on it like Sam was being choked by his own belt. After a minute or two, Sam gasped the their safe word.
Billy, birthday boy, redacted.
And John let go of the belt.
Ooh, God, that felt so good, John. I love it when you choke me hard like I'm a WWE character getting slammed by Bulk Bogan.
Sam, your dingus tastes so good. It tastes like barbecue chips with spicy sour cream. And I mean like that Lay's trademark chips, not any off-brand.
Oh, you know it, baby. Pull out that humongous one of yours, and we'll have some fun.
John undid his pants and stripped fully naked like Sam. His hard 50 cal, I mean caliber, not calorie, dong stretched out like a fully stretched rubber band. And by stretched rubber band, I don't mean that jank brown shit. I mean that real-ass industrial strength stuff. This thing was fucking shredded, man. You had to be there. Disclaimer, I wasn't there. Sam licked his lips and deep-throated John like he was swallowing a cucumber at a cucumber swallowing convention.
Cucumber swallowing convention, I don't even know what I mean, just leave it at that.
Oh, let me get into my Ethan Bradbury. Slam in!
John yelled as Sam gobbled his meat like a Thanksgiving turkey. Not a Thanksgiving turkey gobbling anything. I mean like how people eat the turkey.
This is John.
This is John still.
Oh. Keep going, Sam. Suck it like that lady grapefruited her man.
Sam made noises that couldn't be described by my 8th grade writing ability, but if you heard him, you would be both disgusted, aroused, and likely to notify the nearest autorita. He came up from John, mouth plastered in plaster and spit strings. And by strings, I'm talking like long-ass cello strings here. And by long-ass cello strings, I mean like really fucking long, man. I don't know. I don't play that gay-ass instrument. Just leave me alone. I just looked it up. It's 40 centimeters. He kissed John, and they swirled the taste of man froth in each other's mouths. Like the froth in a frappuccino.
John Nega, it's time.
Sam announced.
We need to lube up.
Oh, can we break out the 55-gallon drum of lube?
Hell to the yeah, motherfucker.
All right, Sam, it's lubin' time.
He yelled out like the thing said clobber in time, but instead of a rock man yelling, it was a pasty white kid screeching. John ran to Sam's bedroom and used his anorexic strength, it's a thing, trust me, to life the heavy 55-gallon drum. He brought it to the bathtub and waited for Sam to get his freckled, blubbery ass in that tub. Sam walked in and sat down. John lifted the drum like it was a gallon of Gatorade at a sporting event. If the Gatorade was lube and the sporting event was the pounding of Sam's tight asshole. He brought down the drum with the force of Michael Jordan slam dunking a basketball. He covered Sam from head to toe in the lube so his whole body was glistening like GMC for show in his hit single, Come Up Out to Water.
Dude, I'm glistening like I was covered in detergent.
Sam said, quoting the meme song.
Okay, Sam, hop in.
Bruh, it's hop on.
Hop on. Sorry,
You
you replace words, but I get to replace like one word.
You typoed the O and the I in your verbal sentence.
Hop on. Are you pleased?
I am, but not as pleased as Sam is about to be.
Oh, all right, Major Bubba, let's go.
They switched places and Sam was just barely able to tip onto John because Sam was weak AF. John was also now glistening like he was a shiny from the hit game Pokemon. 1, 2, 3.
Gamers rise up!
John, who could not possibly wait if his life depended on it, to start slamming Sight's tight asshole like Ethan Budbury, tackled Sam and thrust his monster rooster into Sam's gaping 195-centimeter frame booty. Sam screamed in ecstasy and smacked his big Bubba-looking ass as John railgunned him from behind.
Hey, big house. Did you forget your monster condom for your Magnum dog?
Yeah, I'm gonna creep by your asshole like that one time when I came into a cantaloupe.
John continued to fuck Sam doggy style for a few minutes, grabbing his extra thick ass and enjoying Sam's warm, constricting, and demanding sphincter. They were so slippery that John slipped on the floor and fell onto Sam's back. And yeah, that was a banana sound effect, you fuck. He improvised by moving his mouth down to Sam's ass and buried his head in there. He ate that asshole like it was the quesadilla explosion salad from Chili's.
John, oh baby, a triple. I love it when you eat my pizzas like one of those fat people from my 600-pound life, snarfled down 10 pizzas.
You know your ass tastes like my dick, mixed with whatever the hell you ate today, which is my man butter. Now turn over so I can tit fuck you.
Sam turned over. John stuck his dick in between Sam's tits and started humping them. And by humping, I mean like a dog in heat, my man. It was cash as fuck. His dick went. After a few minutes, John yelled.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna come.
Sam yelled.
Stick it in my ass.
John obliged and shoved it deep in his asshole. As he came, John yelled,
A pickle rig! A wobble of a dub-dub!
He said he accentuated each syllable with a hump and deposited a year's cereal box tops worth of chum schlock into Sam. He pulled out, and a torrent of nut juice spilled onto the floor like the great flood of Noah, with Sam's ass representing the ark in this metaphor, and the floor representing the earth, and I guess the Sam represented the animals, because they're like little people and shit. The The two of them basked in the afterglow in the pool of urethra lube and lube like Noah basked in the glory of the new life God bestowed upon the world. Please don't send me to hell. Esto S. Elfin.
So, Michael, what'd you think, since I know you've never seen this before?
Oh, it's a masterpiece. It's beautiful. I would not say it's better than Only in San Fran 1, simply because Only in San Fran 1 is a lost piece of media at this point. But, man, this comes pretty close. I really wish that there were, like, more fan fictions out there that had this level of, like, pure irony, because it's so much more enjoyable when I can read a fan fiction knowing that it's, like, supposed to be bad, and it's actually funny.
See, the great thing about this is that it was very clear I wrote this in the year, like, 2017. So the more it goes on, these memes just continue to become more and more outdated and cringy, and it becomes more funny.
Exactly. Yeah. No man has ever... I've never heard anyone scream on Pickle Rick in this day and age.
How old is this? We can check the version history, right? Oh, I think this was written back in 2018, actually.
Yeah, 2018 document details.
This isn't the original document.
Oh.
Yeah, I wrote a sequel on the original
Oh, that's right. And then the original
document
got too bloated. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we started going into like pure meme territory, and it was just a bunch of like nonsense.
It was a bunch of self-referential nonsense.
Yeah, it started going into weird crossover territory.
Yeah, this one has the concentrated fun though.
It looks like the original edit on it was January 16th, 2018, 4 days after my birthday.
Damn. That reminds me. How much of this was you and me? I can't remember. Was it like 50-50?
It might have been 50, because I think I finished it and then I handed it off to you. And I know, Kai and you and me, like
we transformed this.
Yeah, because we read it at the first panel.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the original like document.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, what the fuck?
What?
Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, oh yeah. Cause I'm looking at the copy of it. I found the original. Cause there was a copy of it and it was like January 16th edit, but then I see like the original document. It's like November 8th, 2018. Okay, yeah, the original document is from December 7th, 2017.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the original didn't have the text on it, but for the most part, it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Huh.
We should make
most of this is me. We just
the base writing was Sergio's.
Yeah. So, how familiar are you with the original by chance? The OG Only in San Fran.
Me? I never got to read it.
I think.
Yeah, I didn't. Matt. I didn't know Matt when that whole thing was going on.
Okay, then I'm the only one that remembers vaguely what happened in the actual.
We should probably tell the story of what that is so that people understand.
I will tell the story.
Why are you telling the story?
Because I think I know it a lot. I mean, you can fill in the details, but I think I have the full picture.
Okay, go ahead then. My bad.
Okay, a long time ago, we were all in middle school, and there was a kid. His name was Matt. It was Matt C. So Matt C. wrote a fan fiction about a kid we know by the name of Parker. No, Parker and another girl named Sam. Now, he wrote this. I'm not sure his impetus for writing it, but people were giving Matt a lot of shit for writing it because it was really creepy. We're middle schoolers or whatever. So Matt needed a way out to deflect this, this stuff on him. So he did what any self-respecting 13-year-old 13-year-old boy would do. What's the funniest thing to a 13-year-old boy? People being gay. So he wrote it about Parker and Sam. And initially, it started out as just like he wrote it, and then everyone immediately forgot about what Matt did. We're like, haha, this is so funny. Gay people. That's hilarious. Sam getting his ass slammed.
On the leopard printed bed, no less.
Yeah, it was a leopard printed bed. And I know the line freckled blubbery ass came from the original. I don't remember enough of the original, other than it took place in Parker and Sam's studio apartment.
Yeah, what?
So,
I don't know how it got brought back up later, though.
yeah, so that's where I'll fill in. So, fast forward to high school. We're in freshman year, I think. Then there was this guy we went to school with named Pearson. Now, Pearson is a raging fucking douchebag. And Pearson starts bullying Sam with Only in San Francisco, constantly bringing it up. So, I think him and Matt were both doing it. But regardless, Sam gets annoyed by all of this and decides to tell the school. The school makes him take it down, and they suspend Matt for like 13 days. And initially, I was on Matt's side because I was like tee hee ha ha funny fan fiction, and I started trying to get like people on Matt's like to explain what happened and try to get people back on Matt's side and get the goodwill. But slowly, Matt started devolving into crazy person territory and was telling me to like, oh yeah, we should fuck with the people who wrong me. We should start leaking their DMs or whatever. And then it turned into a thing where I was like, Matt, I can't do this anymore. Like this is wrong. And then Matt was like, you're my enemy, and I'm like, I guess I am. And then some really petty stuff started happening. Like I had Matt's Steam password, so I gave it to everybody, and we like ruined his account. And then there was like a Steam name war that eventually culminated in me telling the school, like showing them me and Matt's DMs through Skype, and the what he had made his profile into to like make fun of me. But the school never did anything about it. I'm assuming because they were like, okay, yeah, this is just like some nonsense between two kids. It's clear that they have beef or whatever. We're not going to do anything about it, which is really weird because Matt said a lot of hateful, racist things in those. But eventually that ended up becoming water under the bridge. We shook hands and forgave each other after that. Then junior year, me, Sam, John, and some others were fucking around at like a lunch table, and Sam had a D20. We were rolling it. We would get the D20 and say, like if I get a 20, such and such happens or whatever. That was just the joke. It was like, yeah, you get a 20, something. And I had the D20 in my hand. I look Sam right in the eyes and I say, crit 20, I have to write Only in San Francisco too. And Sam goes, bet. Like Sam usually does. So yeah. I roll the D20 and I throw it. Crit 20. I ask his express permission this time around from both him and John. They say, yeah, go for it. So my physics class, once I finish all my work, I'm furiously typing away at my phone, banging this out. And then I showed up to school the next day with the finished copy, and him and John really liked it. And then that turned into it being a big meme and us writing a bunch of Beeb stories. Like there was this one called Dragon Ball Ox that we wrote.
Oh dear.
That it again was a shitty meme fest, but then it had the same problem as what Only San Francisco 2 came out, so the joke wore off pretty quickly, and I was like, I can't write any more of this. But yeah. Dragon Ball Ox was basically just like Sam was a Super Saiyan, and he had to fight Matt.
Yeah. You know what's even more weird? I discovered something very interesting through my Mediafire, my old Mediafire that I used to use, and that is, do you remember Tales of, what was it? It was like Tales of Oxford or something like that.
Tales of Oxford. Oh yeah.
Legends of Oxford. You're never gonna guess what, but it's still available for download.
Yeah, the game you made, right?
Yeah, it's an RPG Maker game, a very crappy RPG Maker game. And
yeah, I remember playing it.
It takes place in the middle school. I remember specifically there was one point where if you didn't want to start the actual main story, it would immediately game over you, and I thought it was really funny. But it was essentially like me going like, Five Nights at Fuckboys was funny. I could do that with our own little fucking friend group, and it didn't really go anywhere. But I still have that, and it really reminded me of like all the bull crap that we did with like all the different separate like joke AUs that we had for our own bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there was, I think there was Lolo's Bizarre Adventure.
That never actually got written.
Good. He's not a very good protagonist.
Yeah, I guess the only one that actually went anywhere is my own persona, Jake's last name, which was I got 3 books out of.
I also have another old RPG Maker game called Fallen Off the Face of the Earth, or Fati as we like to call it, which is essentially just worse Fire Emblem Fates, which is really hard to do because Fire Emblem Fates was already bad as is, as well as an old Minecraft mod that I created called the Cookies Expanded mod, where I just added more cookies.
Nice.
But I'm downloading Legends of Oxford right now, and I really want to see what bullcrap I created as a dumb little child.
Yeah, I don't think did I tell you about my persona story that I wrote?
I didn't find out about it until the Sentai campaign.
Yeah, so I had written, because me and Matt, I was like, I want to write like my concept for like Persona 6, and I was like, rather than thinking about characters, I'll just do what I used to do when I was in high school and just like use everyone else as like a baseline, but like change them slightly.
Mm-hmm.
And so the story is basically basically Jake shows up in Osakio Ganaska, which is a horrible anagram that Matt made of Osaka, Nebraska, Ohio, and Michigan.
Osakio Ganaska.
Yes, Osakio Ganaska, and Jake discovers the realm of Nocturnus, which is like the realm of dreams, essentially. And the whole thing of it is that like when people get like really like when they get when negative emotions take hold of them, their dreamscapes get corrupted, and they have to purge the dreamscape before it gets corrupted. Otherwise, you can't fix like that person's problems anymore. Their personalities irreparably changed. So Jake gathers together his gang of me, who's the first party member in the first dungeon. He gets Morgan, who the running joke is that Morgan likes to eat things. So they'll be like having a conversation. There are these crunches littered all over the page. There's Logan, who's the navigator. It's an idealized version of Logan that's not Logan.
Right.
There's Margaret, who is probably one of the favorite characters that I wrote for it, because it's like she has a lot of personal trauma, and she's just like the bad girl, like the badass and the tough one, doesn't pull any punches, but in reality she's like got a lot of mental issues.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna get Matt, and we were gonna get Nick, and we were also gonna get you, and then I think that was it for the party. Oh yeah, and this other girl Jake went to school with named Leia, that comprised our party, and the main villain was Kieran. There was you start off with like you see like Kieran works at every like shop, and it starts off as a haha funny joke. It's like, wait, don't you work at such and such? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it would slowly build to you eventually realizing through a bunch of turns and whatnot that Kieran was actually the true main villain of the story. And I specifically the best way to describe it is like one minute you're laughing at Persona Goldinger and the other moment you're crying, because like I go like really like deep and heavy in the themes that I'm trying to like explore with it, with pain and trauma and depression and all that.
Yeah.
I get you.
It was pretty fun to go through those, but it's kind of weird how much that you've written about everybody in the friends group, and a wide range of emotive stuff, from an incredibly bad slash fan fiction to a 3 full novel book series that's
writing a dumb slash fiction about your friends, Domino, to writing a serious 3-page novel. Maybe we should read it on the podcast.
I mean,
Maybe.
it technically counts as fanon.
Yeah.
I could prepare a.
We'd have to edit
works
everybody's
of-
last names.
That can be simply done by an insert and replace tool.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a find and replace. It's super easy.
Barely
That'd
an
be
inconvenience.
I've never read it. I'd be curious to actually read it fully. So if you ever get the chance to find it and shoot it over
I
to me,
propose we
I'd
do
be-
that. I propose we do that after Chain of Memories.
Yeah, we haven't done a
Yeah,
Fanon Friday in a really long time. We should probably do that sometime.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot.
Yeah, I am actually proud of it. I was not to toot my own horn here, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, you did a
hey,
pretty
it's-
solid job.
It's always good to be proud of something.
And
Anyhow.
I always kind of find it funny because Logan was always Logan was I'm gonna get my novel off the ground. I'm gonna get this book off the ground, and it's
Yeah, he was
while you're trying to get it off the ground, I wrote 100,000 word novel.
Yeah, I'm in a situation where I'm gonna get my webcomic off the ground, and I'm modding Rivals of Ether. And we also had that situation with Logan where we're gonna make a platform fighter, and we're gonna get off the ground, and then we just decided not to do that for obvious reasons.
Because what I did was, because it was over a summer, I said 10 pages minimum. I'm not allowed to do anything else that day until I've written 10 pages.
Wow, damn.
And that's how I cranked it all out.
If I ever get a
Yeah.
full maybe 2 weeks off, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, is just spending my days working on exclusively what I want to actually work on.
Any closing remarks on Only in San Fran 2, specifically?
Oh, I was gonna say I really hope that someday we can get the OG Only in San Fran back somehow.
We'll probably have to recreate it.
Oh, it's gonna be impossible. We don't have any accounts of it aside from just set third-party accounts.
Nick claimed that he
Remembered
that
it?
he either has a screenshot of it or the original version of it. I'm sure it's probably sitting on Matt's computer somewhere if he didn't delete it.
It's probably sitting. I want to say it's probably somewhere on Skype. Honestly, before Discord, we all use Skype.
Yeah, it might be sitting there somewhere.
I mean, I know it was never sent to me because I know I have a screenshot folder of the fix that Matt sent me because it was part of my evidence folder or whatever. But I didn't. It's not in there. I have the other two that he did, which I don't ever think anyone should look at because they're just it ain't good. You thought if you FMA groomer is pussy shit compared
it's
to
genuinely
what
bad and twisted.
Yeah, it's oh lord, this ain't right.
Gotcha. Well, I think that kind of wraps up what we've been kind of just discussing about. So, if you have anything left to say, hold your peace.
7.8 out of 10. Too much cum.
I think I'm the one who helped put in the Noah stuff at the end there with the climax. I'm very proud of that. That's
proud
probably
of
the
it,
best
too.
writing I've ever done,
I'm glad.
which is very sad.
Well, with that, I want to thank you for listening to this episode of So You Think You Can Fanon. We will see you tomorrow for another fun episode of Slash Week. Yeah.
Good
Bye.
morrow.